Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to assemble IKEA cabinets. So we will check how long it will take to assemble each cabinet, and tools I will use. It's an impact driver with a bead, PZ bead, then flathead, or not flathead, like screwdriver, hammer, square, small square, pinailer to speed up the process, and big square. Okay, so it will be unpacking and assembling the first cabinet. The cabinet will be 30 by 24 inches by 30 inches. It's a base cabinet and it will be sink base cabinet. The article number 302.653.86. Okay, let's do the process. Let's start the timer then. Okay. Yeah, and I will use the knife to open the boxes and all the stuff, and we will see in maybe real time or like in a video exactly every move, how to assemble a base cabinet, IKEA base cabinet. 30 inches wide. Oh, the instructions stuck to the box. Yeah, use instructions. That's the number one recommendation. I will assemble, I would say, in my way. So for example, in instructions they recommend to place the gables with the groove for a back wall on the side, so we will do that. Place one panel here. It's a floor panel. Put it aside for later. Okay, this is second gable. This is the backing and rail and all the hardware here. Okay, let's place everything on the original cardboard. Alright, so open the hardware box. We have all the pieces here. Yeah, how to assemble IKEA cabinet. It's really easy actually. It's not a big deal to assemble IKEA's cabinets. Just follow instructions. IKEA made it easy for you. Just pay attention to little details. So the first things, I will screw those special bolts. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, previous videos I did like time lapse. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Okay, we screw those 3 bolts in each side like that. Then I put those dowels in those holes here. That's maybe when I need hammer to hammer it in, just not a little bit easier than push it. Okay, the next step they recommend to connect floor and gable. I'll get the floor. Okay, and for example, we have this groove here, and we have a groove on a floor piece, so aligns those two. And from outside we have special nuts, and just threw them in. So this video will be helpful if you doing IKEA kitchen first time, just to give you idea. Like you can see that it's not rocket science, so just turn clockwise. Now those two pieces connected, and we can, for example, put now this part put on a side, and then again align your groove for backing, and then just put bolts in a hole, and then use those nuts to secure. It's 180 degrees clockwise rotation. Yeah. So quality wise, I would say IKEA very good product for its price. Okay, now we have U-shape cabinet frame, so let's see what we have. So next part, it's get ready like railing, but in our case it will be sink cabinet. For sink cabinet we will use another railing. So we'll put the backing in place. Okay. All right. So here is the backing. White side goes inside, and gray side goes back or outside. So we can align those into the groove. Okay, 2. Okay, this is ready. So the piece for sink, it's those railings. Inside you have instructions too, so always follow instructions, like step by step, piece by piece. Even you think that you kind of get an idea, but for different cabinets it can be different different steps. So IKEA design those cabinets, and they provide all the documentation to make life easier. Just follow the instructions and you will have a success. So here we'll put a couple screws. Alright, and we will have a couple screws for front rail. Okay, now we have frame kind of have a shape. Now, like in this case, IKEA recommend to use your backing as a square. It's not like it's absolutely okay to use that approach, but from my experience, it's just more, I would say, controllable or visible, or to use big square and make it square not from outside, because here you have like it's not, those two pieces not aligned perfectly. So you place your square inside, and now we can see if we have any gaps, so we have full control over the square. This is crucial. This is very important to control a square. Like the rest not so crucial, but square piece, it's like most important. So I will use to speed up my pin nailer. I can use after nails, but just like in IKEA provide in hardware package nails, so use nails. As I install IKEA not once a lifetime, I found the tools to speed up a process. In my case, it's a brad nailer or pin nailer that will hold and keep the frame or cabinet square, which is the most important thing to pay attention to square when you assemble. Like it's a main thing. So now I can see it's no gaps, and it's square. That's what we need actually. Alright, what else? So they recommend to nail it, so follow the instructions to nail it. Then they recommend put those two bumpers or spacers, but I usually not put them right now, because walls not always plumb, they never plumb. So in some cases, when it's assembled with those bumpers, I need to take it out if a wall not plumb in way that it's not allowed to install cabinets in level. So I'm not putting them. Again, you can put them in place, and then when times come to installation, then we will see if we need them or not. Okay, next thing to screw those brackets. Okay, so let's put the cabinet in a position. Then let's get those brackets and those screws. Again, IKEA in their instructions recommend to use Phillips, but it's not really Phillips, it's another type of bit. Phillips, it's PH on them, but this is PZ, so it's a it's a European standard, and like when I do, you have no other options. So again, when you doing like assembly, pay attention to all the instructions and follow the instructions, because it's more than one hole in a gable or in a bracket. So if you assemble not right, then you will spend time to fixing it later on. Alright, it looks like we done. Alright, we done with assembly, and it took me 17 minutes to assemble the cabinet, sink cabinet, with those railings for a sink. Alright, it's ready.